Why do we feel empty even after achieving our goals? There is a mountain that almost everyone wants to climb. For years, they imagine what life will feel like at the top. Once I get that job, once I buy that house, once I earn enough money, once people finally recognize me, everything they believe will finally make sense. So they keep climbing, one difficult step after another. They sacrifice sleep, relationships, weekends, peace of mind, because the view from the top must be worth it. And then, one ordinary morning, they arrive. The promotion comes. The business succeeds. The degree is framed on the wall. The applause finally arrives. For a few days, life feels exactly the way they imagined. Until something strange begins to happen. The excitement quietly fades. The celebration becomes a memory. And one evening, they sit alone, asking themselves a question they never expected. Why do I still feel empty? Most people think happiness is hidden inside achievement. But achievement was never designed to create permanent happiness. It creates moments, not destinations. Think about the last thing you desperately wanted. Maybe it was a phone, a car, a relationship, a promotion. Remember how impossible life felt without it. Now think about today. That thing probably feels normal. Not because it stopped being valuable, but because your brain adapted to it. The human mind is brilliant at surviving. And part of surviving means quickly becoming used to what once felt extraordinary. In psychology, this is known as hedonic adaptation. But long before psychology gave it a name, people had already lived it. Imagine drinking your favorite coffee for the first time. You notice every detail. The warmth, the aroma, the taste. Now imagine drinking the exact same coffee every morning. For the next 2 years, the coffee hasn't changed. You have. That's exactly what success does. It becomes ordinary. Not because it isn't meaningful, but because the human mind is always looking toward the next horizon. This is why some people spend their entire lives chasing bigger numbers, a higher salary, a bigger audience, a nicer house, a better title. The finish line keeps moving. Not because the life is unfair, but because the mind quietly redraws it every time you get close. Here's the irony. Many people postpone living while trying to build a better life. They tell themselves, I'll relax after this project. I'll be happy after this milestone. I'll spend time with people I love later. But life isn't waiting at the finish line. It's happening while you are running. Goals are important. They give direction, they give purpose, but they never meant to become your identity. Because the day your identity depends entirely on achievement, every success brings only temporary relief, not lasting peace. The happiest people aren't always the ones who achieve the most. Very often, they are the ones who learn to enjoy ordinary Tuesdays, a slow breakfast, a conversation with a friend, rain against a window, a walk without checking the time. Small moments that never appear on social media but quietly become the best parts of life. Maybe the feeling you are searching for was never waiting on the next mountain. Maybe it has been walking beside you during the climb all along. Success should improve your life. It should never become the only reason you feel alive. Because if happiness always lives in tomorrow, today slowly becomes a place you never truly experience. One day, you will achieve something you have dreamed about for years. Celebrate it. Be proud of it. Then wake up next morning. Make yourself a cup of coffee. Call someone you love. Step outside. And remember, the goal was never just to reach the top. The goal was to build a life that still feels worth living after you get there.